Hello and welcome. On this episode of Abby Knows Garage, we're just hanging out in the garage with Agent Scully. No, actually, we're going to be building a frame so that Agent Scully can hang off the side of the tractor in the holiday parades. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bend up a piece of metal to go down the arm, around the elbow, back up to the shoulder, and across the back. Then we'll bend up a stanchion to go down the right leg. This way, Agent Scully can stand loud and proud leaning off the side of the tractor. What do you think about that plan, Abby? Think it's gonna work? You think? Are you freaking out? Think it's gonna work? Alright, let's get to it. Alright, in this stage of the design process, we're going to take this piece of metal here. We're going to set it up there and make our mark where we think the bend needs to start, which is about here. I think we can conclude this bend by about here, but we'll see once we get it on the bench. We're going to bend this with the oxyacetylene torch so we can get a tighter bend. I went ahead and sped up the footage of the bend. It's a pretty straightforward process. You clamp it in the vise, you heat it up, you bend it. But if you notice, I'm moving the point of where I'm applying the flame. This changes the geometry of the bend. This is the reason I decided to do this freehand. I was going to bend it around the handle of the vise, but I decided against it. Let's put the final touches on this, but I think we're pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and let this thing cool down, and then we'll test fit it and see what we need to do. Stay tuned. Going off the assumption that this is going to work out great, we're going to go ahead and cut it right here with the cutoff wheel that we just put away. Right there. Well, now that we got that cut, this piece will run across its back. We need to put a joint here for the leg piece. But other than that, it's coming along. I got the arm piece here fitted up. So far it's only held on with 2 zip ties. The fitment, it's not too bad considering it was built freehand. I don't think I'm going to fix that little gap there. But like I said, it goes neatly up the back of the arm and ties into the back. Our upright piece is going to come into this, and it's going to go down the right leg. So I went ahead and I tested this back leg piece, and we need a little bend here just past the vise so that it smoothly transitions down the leg. So we're going to use our oxyacetylene torch here, and we're going to do that. Once we get it lit, there we go. Let's get it tuned up. Little bit of heat and just a slight bend. I think that'll do it. Let's give it a shot once it cools down. Alright, now that it's cooled down, let's give this piece a try. It's gonna go just like this. As you can see, the bend perfectly works with the leg. Great. Wow. What do you think, Abby? Looks pretty cool. We just put these twinkling lights on the rack. They're looking pretty good. These C7 looking lights, they're going to go up and around the flagpole, with Agent Scully hanging proudly off the right side. It's really coming along. Well, we had to open our attic loading hatch to put the flagpole on the tractor with it inside. It's like 20 degrees outside. I ain't messing with that. We got the lights draped around the whole pole. It's looking pretty good. The issue we have now is these plugs aren't going to reach to where they need to get to, and the power plug isn't going to reach to where I'm going to have the battery pack. So we're going to have to extend those. Got some cheap Chinese wire. We're going to go ahead and do that off camera. Now that our wiring's extended, I needed to tack this leg onto this base plate, and I couldn't think of any better way to do it other than set my welding glove under it, position it where I need it to be, and come in with the welder and tack weld it. Hopefully the glove will keep it from damaging the rack, and hopefully it'll stay long enough to get it off and disassembled. Tack over here. Like I said, hopefully this will hold long enough to get it down. Well, let's go ahead and take it off, then we'll weld it for good. Looks pretty sturdy. Surprisingly, it made it in one piece to the fabrication table. Well, we're going to go ahead and weld this thing all the way around, then we'll let it cool. So in our continuing efforts to clean up the shop, we found this extra set of Quinn sockets. Now we did steal one to replace our missing socket, but I'm going to go ahead and use this 3/8 here as a joint for the leg piece and tack it on here. We also put a slight bend in this piece that goes down the arm and an L at the end to keep it from sliding off the rope. So yep, let's go ahead and tack this real quick and we'll be right back. Don't forget to move the screwdriver. Looks good on that side, alright. So we went ahead off camera and blitzed our leg piece and our arm piece with bone colored paint. I didn't realize how loud the furnace was until I started editing this video. Well, we definitely need to find Agent Scully a pair of pants and maybe a Santa hat coming to a town near you. What do you think, Abby? Looks pretty good. Well, here's the culmination of our efforts. We're here getting ready to go through the Covington parade. Agent Scully's hanging off the side, Santa hat on, lights on. Looks real good. If you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next episode of Abby Normal Garage.